Right, let's do the show, man. That's what we're supposed to do, yeah? Let's do the show.
Show.
All right? That's what we're supposed to be doing, man.
Show.
I'm going to kick you out, man.
I'm just super excited.
What is up, people? I'm back. It's season 2 of the YTM show, and I'm super excited. And what's today? Today's Thursday?
Is it?
Yeah, today's Thursday, and I'm super excited. I got Steffi here. And please stop.
I don't know what's wrong
Chill
with me. I
out,
just
man.
can't. I'm just like, I'm sorry.
Right, so I got Steph here, and then for the first season of the YTM show, I mean, we've got like 55 episodes. That's pretty solid, I have to say.
That's sick, man.
55 episodes, and then obviously we covered everything: mindset, nutrition, relationship, the whole shebang. And then we're starting season 2, and I'm really excited. As a matter of fact, we've got a very interesting topic today, and before we actually get into the show, if you're new here, if this is the first time you're coming across me or Steph, if it's the first time you stumble across one of the Instagram lives we're doing, one of the Facebook or whatever it is, well, my name is Steph. My name is Oli, and this is Steph right there. And basically, what we do, we try to come out here every week to share our experiences as a couple in a
Steph
relationship.
is the fool.
Yeah, she's the fool. I'm
The
kind of like the serious
fool.
one here, and really like giving you a bit of tips, like when it comes to, I don't know, we do fitness, relationship,
Parenting, fitness, relationship,
motherhood,
sex, eating,
mindset,
motherhood, like
sex,
anything
this
related to
yeah,
real
this
fucking life.
This kind of shit, pretty much. So
Yeah, and I also swear a lot.
we do swear a lot. So like, I think if you're very sensitive, if you don't like the F word or the C word or the whatever else, like words, I would strongly suggest that you get the fuck out of my podcast. Yes. Now, what are we talking about today, actually? The other topic is not just being a fool.
My role is to be a fool, okay? I'm here bringing entertainment to people. I put smiles on their faces, and I bring joy to their life, okay? You're the one bringing the serious shit in and just making everybody fucking depressed about their life and bringing the harsh reality on everybody. I try to smooth the message.
Right, here's what we're talking about today, okay? So there was this article on The Economist. Do you know The Economist?
I don't know. Is it related to money?
The fuck? Well, so there was this article on The Economist which was talking about rich kids being slim and fit, and poor kids being the fattest one. And the article says, because I'm going to bring up the article now so we can objectively go over it. I want to take your view on it. I want to obviously share my view on it as well. I believe for us as parents as well, we can actually share our views, because it's related to kids, man. You know, child obesity is kind of a serious thing.
And you know, before we didn't give a crap about this topic, but since we became parents, shit got serious.
Yeah.
I mean, we are literally responsible for, his life.
Yeah, absolutely.
And his upbringing. So now it's sort of serious. It's not a joke anymore.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's pretty much what the article is saying is in Camberwell Green, okay? This is an area somewhere, I think, south of London.
Don't embarrass yourself. Move forward.
Yeah, I don't know London. I'm not from London. But it's an area somewhere in London, and this is an area where kids are the fattest in England. So 10 and a half to 11 years old, they are the fattest, I mean, the most obese all across England, pretty much. Yeah, this place is called Camberwell Green. And then a few miles south of this area, there is a place called Dulwich Village, where the people are making twice much more money compared to Camberwell Green.
Right.
And there, the kids
are slimmer.
They're in great shape. So now the article is saying that, well, the income disparity is a reason for obesity, especially child obesity. What's your take on that? It's a tough one, isn't it?
It's a tough one because you don't want to, you don't want to offend like people who make less money.
If people don't like it, yeah, they just.
And then you don't want to. But the reality is, okay. So, I was an obese child, okay.
Yeah, I know that.
And maybe somebody doesn't know out there.
Well, you asked me if I know. I said
So
I know.
I fought obesity my whole freaking life, okay?
Yeah.
And I didn't come from a wealthy family, but we weren't starving either. You know, like
we say
sort of middle class, sort
class.
of like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
a little bit struggling here and then.
Yeah.
But we were okay, like to pay the bills and get food and have a shitty car to drive around.
Yeah, absolutely.
To take me to school. You know, that sort of life. And the reason why I was obese, it wasn't because there wasn't enough money for food or because we would go for cheap food. It was simply because the choices my parents would make, they were highly unhealthy.
Okay.
And it wasn't because of the money. It was just the choice of having chocolate cake or the choice of having bread with every meal or the choice of deep frying the potatoes instead of making mash.
Okay.
You know what I
Okay,
mean? So
yeah.
the choice was just highly unhealthy. And it had nothing
Right.
to do with money. I mean, the potato is in the house. If you choose to boil it or if you choose to fucking fry it, it's still in the house. You're still eating that shit.
Yeah. Okay.
And they would go for the choice to actually deep fry the fries, potatoes,
It tastes
chips,
better,
whatever
man,
you
when
want to
it's
call
deep
it.
fried, man.
But that's what I'm
Shit
trying
tastes
to
better when
say.
it's
So
deep
it comes
fried.
down to choice. It doesn't come down to money.
Right.
It was actually more expensive if you think of it because you had to use oil instead of water from the fucking tap to boil it.
I said it tastes better.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about money because what the article says is that the difference of money is what's causing obesity amongst, low-income families. So what I'm trying to say is that the potato is in the house, boiling it, it's actually cheaper because you use tap water rather than deep fry it where you use the oil on top of everything.
Right. So it says as well down the article that the poor children have been fatter than the rich ones since the 1980s.
Well, I guess it's a trend. It just kept on growing and growing, isn't it? Like the
Yeah.
percentage
And
will
there's
go
a
higher
graph
and
here.
higher.
I think I'll just put that in the note of the show at some point. Like,
Yeah.
There's a graph where you see like the poorest, like they get really fat, and then the richest are kind of like getting slim.
Yes.
I mean, my view on this is a bit split. I believe like it's a 50-50, honestly. I'm not going to go hard on one and pretty easy on the other one. I believe that, yes, I mean, you can still be not in the best financial situation, but this is not necessarily going to be a reason for being out of shape or for being
Yes.
unfit or for being obese. At the same time, people who are literally like down there,
Financially speaking.
speaking, I mean, I don't think it's just like the means. Right now, let's say that I give you 2 pounds.
Yes.
Okay, if I give you £2 now,
Yes.
what are your options for you to get a decent meal?
A decent meal.
When I say decent meal, what I mean by that is a meal which is rich in nutrients, something which is well healthy, well balanced.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm gonna grab myself a salad. You can find like a pound and 50 salad in some supermarkets, and it's like salad with an egg in it, so you can eat that.
Yeah, absolutely. Now with the same amount,
You can get 3 wings and a big portion of chips, my friend, and
You
you
see
know
what
you're
I
not
mean?
hungry for the next 5 hours.
So you look at this at this, and is it like quantities versus quality thing?
And yeah, and it comes down to, you know what, I don't want to go there, but I'm just gonna say it. Like people who come from like, who make less money, or who come from like a lower skill sort of job background, something like that, they're not as educated when it comes to nutrition. And this lack of education on nutrition is a big thing.
So do you think that like the lack of education is down to like the income of somebody?
No, the lack of education is just simply lack of education, as in they don't spend time
Yes,
reading.
you hold that.
Yeah, of course. They don't spend time reading about stuff. They don't spend time. They don't have the environment to actually, provide them with knowledge and like show them a different path. The school they go to is not a brilliant school, and I bet you $1 million fucking bucks that the teacher is obese.
Yeah,
Which
but
stands as an example to the kids.
Again, like that
So-
doesn't justify it. Like I mean,
But it does. Like if everybody around you is fat, is unhealthy, if they lack the, and let's not forget as a child, like you go out and play with your friends and you have a few pounds or a few coins in your pocket, and then everybody goes to the store. You're gonna buy what everybody else buys. Do you remember when you were a kid and you would go to the store with your friends?
yeah,
You buy what everybody else buys.
absolutely.
So if these friends of yours who come from like the same background like you, if they go and like buy themselves the wings and the chips or stuff like that,
Okay.
you're gonna buy the same shit.
Right. Yeah. I mean, what I believe is like again, when we look at the definition of what we will label as healthy food or something which is rich in nutrients, well, it comes at a price as well. Like, you do your shopping in Sainsbury's right now, and Sainsbury's, by the way, this is not an advertisement, but you do your shopping at Sainsbury's now, and how many times I told you, like, babes, like, what the fuck?
I know.
You know what I mean? And then let me finish,
Yeah.
and then you come up to me and then you say this. You're like, babe, I'm going to get quality food. You know, I want us to be healthy. I want to get quality food. And you do shop some really nice, nutrient-rich kind of food, which is great. I love it. It costs more money.
Let me tell you
That's the
something.
reality of it.
Let me tell you something. I take it a step further. So for us, it's not just about like looking good or providing some sort of a decent nutrition for our son. You know, I'm obsessed with being healthy and preserving my body and my health.
Yeah.
And based on that, I don't just go for fruits or veggies. I
Okay.
go for the organic fucking shit. And organic fucking shit is even more expensive than fruits and veggies in general. That's what it
agree.
is.
I do
Like,
agree.
if I get chicken, I get, you know, that yellow organic one, which is like twice the price compared to the other one.
Okay.
Like, literally twice, or twice and a half, actually,
Okay.
compared to the other one.
So now, when it comes to that, like, do you believe that the price difference is the reason for people going for the cheap stuff? Because when we go Sainsbury's, for example, what happened is, okay, you go for the organic stuff, which
Yes.
costs some money.
A bit more, yes.
Yeah, and then you got the other stuff, which is the brand of the supermarket,
Yes.
which is always
Cheaper.
a bargain.
Yes.
You know, for example, let's say that you spend, I don't know, 150, 200 a week on shopping.
Yes.
If you were to go and then get all the branded product from the supermarket, let's say
Yes.
from Sainsbury, something which is much cheaper,
Yes.
I'm sure you can have that.
Yes.
Do you think that will have an impact on our health? Do you think that's going to have an impact on the way we look? Because at the end of the
You know
day,
what?
when we know, let me finish. When we look at this whole thing of like being obese, especially when it comes down to nutrition, I mean, both of us as fitness professionals, we do know that it's all about like the calories intake and then what you're getting out. So even if I do eat a lot of crap, you know that.
You
I-
eat like 20% crap.
Yeah. So with that, I do eat a lot of crap, but I move more.
Yes.
Is that down to the fact that, because I'm going to make a bit of a transition after you
Yeah.
to share your view on that, but can this be a reason, like the quality of food? Because okay, we can't afford like good quality organic food. Can this be the only reason?
No, I think it's bullshit. And let me tell you why I think it's bullshit, okay?
I'm broke.
I'm
Therefore, I'm
calling
fat.
it bullshit because
Yeah.
you see these people who are broke and who are fat and who are fucking hopeless, and they drink fucking 10 pints of beer per night,
Yeah,
and they smoke a pack of cigarettes per day,
that's true.
okay?
Yeah.
And they buy themselves fucking Jordans, Yeezys, Jesus, whatever the fuck you call those shoes, okay?
Yeezys,
Yes, those
yeah.
ones, which are like, what, 200 pounds or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Okay?
The
So
cheap.
what they're saying is this: I have money for every fucking else in my life,
Yeah.
but not to care for my own fucking health and what enters my mouth. That's why I'm angry when people say, oh, I can't afford good food. You choose not to afford good food. That's what it is. Because
So-
you're still making money. You're still spending your fucking money on something.
Yeah.
Where does this money go?
So then that will become a question of financial education.
Yes, everything comes down to education.
Financial education. We're not even talking about
Yes.
nutrition, because you were saying earlier that some people who obviously are from the lower income bracket are not educated
And
on
I
health
still
and
agree.
fitness.
I still agree with that as well.
So not only they're not educated on the health and fitness side of things, they're
Yes.
not financially acute.
Yes.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, they make poor choices for themselves. I
Right.
mean, I agree. It's more expensive to eat healthy if you go to a restaurant. Like going to a restaurant.
Even to the supermarket, I can't agree with
Getting
you. Come on, man.
No. I'm talking about massive difference.
Yeah.
You go to a restaurant. A salad and a bottle of water is like 12 pounds.
Yeah.
A burger and beer is like 5.
Dude, I think it's money shit. man.
That difference is massive, okay?
Yeah.
But when you go to supermarket, when you buy your shit, when you bring it home and you cook it,
Yeah.
it's much cheaper. Poor people, they love to eat out for lunch. They don't prep their food at home to take it to work. Do you know how much money they waste eating out every single day?
Dude, It's
rather than
convenient.
cook at home.
It's convenient.
Man, fuck convenient. Do you want to live 30 years or do you want to live 60 years?
Yeah.
Do you want to die of liver and stroke when you're 30 or do you want to push it to when you're 60?
Well,
It comes down to
you know,
that
like,
kind of choice.
You know, like for us as being entrepreneur, you know, we went through times. I mean, an entrepreneur is always broke. Let's put it that way.
We always broke.
We always broke.
Yeah.
So if we want to put ourselves into this bracket of people who are not earning that much money, because
Yes.
that's the fact. Let's face it.
Yes.
Well, what needs to really be done is like being financially like literate. To really
Yes.
take care of like, okay, you know what? That's how I manage my money.
Yes.
I'm like, I always told you, babe, like those weekly shopping thing of £200. Can't keep rolling with that shit. Come on. That's a lot of money, man.
I told you, no, yes.
Yeah.
But I told you, I'm willing to sacrifice. When was the last time when I bought myself a dress? When was the last time when I bought myself Yeezys, Jesus, whatever it's called?
Well, that's your choice, man.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like, I sacrifice from somewhere else to make sure that I get the good shit for my body.
Right.
So I don't complain I can't afford it. I'm like, let me fucking find a way
Now what am I-
to make it work.
Right.
You
Okay.
feel me?
Okay.
You know? And the reason why you can't fight with me too much on that one is because obviously I'm the one doing the shopping in the house.
And then, so now, you know, for us as parents,
Hey,
okay,
yeah.
like, what do you think is the responsibility of parents towards child obesity? Because I mean, it's a serious
It's
crisis.
huge, man. It's huge,
huge.
man.
Look at the
it's
nursery.
huge. It's huge.
I mean, it's
Like-
everywhere. It's mad.
I told you I went Costa the other day, okay?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Again, no placement. No placement. I just freaking love Costa.
Yeah, talking about it by the way, because you went to Costa
Yes.
in a what I would call a deprived area.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes,
Ford
outskirts,
Shopping
outskirts,
Park
yes.
is not.
Yeah, outskirts of Birmingham.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 And come on, give me the story.
And I counted just the people I sitting at the table or waiting, queuing there.
Yeah.
And apart from me, I wasn't counting myself in, or the people attending us, the baristas. 10 out of 10 people were overweight to obese. For different ages, all right? I'm talking from like 20 years old up to like 60
And-
something years old.
And that's in a poor area.
10 out of fucking 10. My mind was like, boom! What the? You want to talk about poor area? Everybody was having on the table at least one cookie and a sandwich and one of those drinks full of sugar and stuff they make. I don't know, I don't even know what they're called because I never have that shit.
Yeah.
That thing is at least 10 pounds per person.
Yeah.
Do you know what you can buy with 10 pounds from the supermarket? You buy yourself a chicken, not organic, a normal chicken, all right?
Yeah.
That's like 5 pounds.
Yeah.
One person eats from a chicken at least 2 days.
Yeah, probably 3 days, maybe.
Even 3 days,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah, absolutely.
That's what I'm saying. You buy yourself a bag of potato, it's
You're
2
screaming in
pounds.
my ear,
I'm
man.
sorry. You buy yourself a bag of potato, it's 2 pounds. That potato lasts for a week for one person.
Right.
Okay,
so you
we
tell
are
me
on
now,
7 pounds
so,
now.
So with a
You
tenner.
still have 3 pounds left.
Okay.
You
okay.
buy yourself fruits
Vegetables.
and veggies
Yeah.
for another 3 days.
So-
And that's 10 pounds that you spend for 3 days of food worth for one person instead of sitting in Costa for half an hour and making somebody else rich while you damage your own health.
While you're getting fat.
That's what I'm talking
That's
about.
pretty interesting. So with a tenner, instead of sitting in Costa and then getting fat.
Yes.
I mean, again, if you manage your calories right, which will come again to the question
Yeah,
of
that's
education.
That's at least 1,500 calories there.
Yeah, that I know.
That's 1,500 calories there.
Yeah.
Even if you are on a maintenance diet, for a normal female, it would be around 2,000 per day.
Yeah.
They're already 1,500 getting in for lunch.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
So let's say that, I mean, based on this article, because
Yeah.
I think the way the article was phrased is, let me look at this. Okay, that's good.
Life choices.
Yeah, number 2 will be life choices and education when it comes
And
to like
just being
health.
health aware, isn't it?
Yeah, being
Health
being
awareness.
aware in terms of
Yeah.
health. Now, I did brush on this a little bit
Mm.
as well for us as parents now. And what do you think the role of parents should be when it comes to child obesity?
Parents need to lead by example. Okay?
Yeah.
As I was growing up, my family, this includes my brothers and my parents, they would tell me every single day, yo, you're obese, nobody's going to marry you, you look disgusting, like, there's no place for you in this world, you're not going to achieve anything in life, you are literally like killing life opportunities by the way that you look, because people dislike you, and yeah, I was fucking bullied constantly, okay? But what I'm trying to say is that they were telling me this shit, like, yo, you need to lose weight, while They were stuffing their fucking face with everything you can think of out there.
Yeah.
So I just, everything coming out from their mouth just became bullshit. I'm like, okay, so I need to lose weight and I need to take care of myself, but you are obese and you are obese and you are obese and you can eat whatever you want because you are not young anymore, so you don't need to get married anymore, so it doesn't matter what you look like because you're already a parent and in a relationship, so you can look whatever you want.
Yeah.
But because I'm a young girl, I need to look good, so somebody bangs me at some point in my life.
No shit.
That's just crazy shit. Like, what kind of education is that?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I couldn't take them seriously. Like, I don't care. They would tell me like times and times per day. I'm like, dude, lead by fucking example.
Yeah.
And that's what we do with Junior.
Yeah. Yeah. So like, I believe like especially the stage we are at with Junior and because he's literally copying everything.
Yes, copy paste, man.
It-
Copy paste.
It's literally Control C, Control V, everything.
Yes.
And for us, it's not just like, dude, we don't really eat like that healthy. Really. I mean, I don't. I know. Like, I'm not always like cliffy. You're the one who went, was that vegetarian? We
I
need to talk
sometimes
about-
feed you. I sometimes, you sometimes eat some deep fried food. No, but you eat it here and then. Like, it's not a general thing. Today you were telling me like, babes, please stop giving me chicken breast. Can I please have something else? It's been a week you've been eating chicken breast.
That steak was expensive, by the way.
Yeah, I still gave you something healthy. I gave you a steak, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
Okay,
it comes down
okay.
to choices. And as you said, Junior always steals stuff from our stuff from our plate.
Okay.
And if we had chips there, and if we had burgers, and if we had Chinese and whatever else food is bad out there, and you had it on your plate, he would eat that.
That's true as well.
But all he
I have to
finds in my
agree with
plate is rice cakes and fruits and veggies and Greek yogurt and olives. And you see what your son eats.
Yeah.
You always ask me, how can your son eat these kind of things? I, as a grown-up, don't like them, meaning you. And I'm like, because that's what he's been stealing from my plate since he was a baby. So he built a habit of eating healthy.
So definitely, like, parents will have a responsibility when it comes to child obesity.
Think when you go with your kid to the till to pay. You know all those things they put by the till. They're purposely there. They're not by mistake,
of course
okay?
they do, yeah.
Because we never, ever, ever put our hands on anything there.
Yeah.
Does your son ever grab something
He's not even
and
bothered about
then
it.
start screaming that he wants
He's
it?
not even
He doesn't even
bothered by
notice it.
He doesn't even look at it. Doesn't care about it.
And they're everywhere.
Yeah.
All the other kids are like going fucking nuts by the till.
Yeah.
And your son is walking by like he's going to the park on a boulevard, like he doesn't care. That's what I'm saying.
So the bottom line of this will be, okay, parent needs to lead by example.
That's
But
it.
every now and then you can have a pizza,
I never said don't have pizza. Even your son knows the word pizza. He doesn't get it, but he knows the word pizza.
Every now and then you can have a pizza. You can have a bit of junk there.
It just comes to how you want to live. Do you want to apply the 20-80 rule, the 30-70? Do you want to be a vegan or vegetarian? Do you want to be 100% fat-free?
please.
It comes to choices, but whatever your choice is, fucking live by it. And then be an example for your child, whatever choice you want. Maybe you do takeaway, Chinese fucking takeaway once per month. Good, that's the tradition in the family. It's perfectly fine.
Okay. Well, I believe that, again, like, parent needs to lead by example when it comes to
That's
this kind
all
of
it
thing. And then like, kids get addicted to these kind of things. I know the sugary stuff and
Easily.
everything. I mean, they
Easily.
easily get addicted to it. But I think one of the things we've done as well with Junior is like, when you're trying to stop a kid from doing something, he does it. I was telling you these days about like
Yes.
the reverse psychology on Junior. When you tell him like, you know what, do it. It's
Lick
not
the door, son.
you tell him to do it and he doesn't do it. And you tell him don't do it. If I turn the cameras around, you see the door here of this place where we're shooting. He's writing on it, he's doing things. So like literally like how to actually manage that. And again, I don't think I can, after having a 2 years old, I can't stand here and then give obviously huge advice on parenting. My son is not perfect, but he's good. He's not eating junk. I think he's on a
Think
good
of
path.
this. Remember when we had some Haribo in the car? I don't know if it was leftover from
It
somebody or I
was
can't
mine
remember.
because I kept it in the bag when I was lifting
Ah, yeah.
weights. I needed some
So
sugar.
we had this Haribo in the car, and your son picked it up, and he didn't know what to do with it. Like he didn't know it was something that he was supposed to eat,
Yeah.
and he was just like loading his truck.
It's not
And
spiky because it's very loud. in my
I'm
ears.
sorry.
Thank you.
So he was just like. So remember, he would just like load the truck with the
Yeah.
Haribo
Yeah.
and then like put it in the tissue and do stuff with it. He didn't know he was supposed to eat that shit.
Yeah.
And that's how you know that, you know, we
You
did
kind of,
something
like,
right.
Did something right.
Yeah, like he doesn't even know that shit is supposed to go in the mouth.
You do talk about this thing like a lot in your book.
Yeah, of course I do. Especially because I come from this background where, you know, the role model was completely lacking, missing, like not there at all. So yeah.
And then now you've grown up, and then now you're telling your parents like, yo, people, get your shit right, man.
And they're still not getting their shit right.
Yeah.
They're still a bit, actually they're morbidly obese now. Now they're at the next fucking level. And it's getting worse by the day. And all they say is, oh, and by the way, they can afford better food now than when I was a child.
Yeah.
Okay, now they're wealthy.
So,
now they can afford
so
better
now they're
food.
moving to the rich people who
Yes.
are kind of obese.
Yeah, 30 years later, they fucking made it.
Yeah.
And guess what? They're still eating shit. They're morbidly obese now.
And that's how deep this thing is engraved.
Yes.
Because like you look the way we are brought up,
Yes.
and then let's say that, you know, when I was like growing up, like for me it was a lot of deep fried food. I'm sure you can
Deep
relate.
fried food, yes.
A lot of deep fried food. Everything is deep fried. Just boil it in the oil.
Boil it.
Boil it in oil, literally. But again, as you can see, like now I'm approaching 30 years old, and again, I'm still having it. Not at the same frequency, because literally
Yes.
when I was a kid, it was every
This
day.
day, yeah. Now you get it
Not-
like twice per week.
Yeah, now I'm getting a little bit more health focused. I mean, health cautious.
You're welcome.
It's not down to you.
I played a big role in that.
Oh, come on, man. Do you want a trophy?
Eh?
Do you want a trophy for that?
No, you
Okay.
can just say thank you, baby, for helping me live a longer life, so you can, like, you know, be with me longer.
If I die, you get the life insurance, man.
And then you said that, and I'm never gonna give it the money. They would think we did it purposely. Man, don't say stuff like that.
Ah, screw them, man. So really, like, when those things get so engraved, because the article again was saying, you know, like around 3:30, you see the kids,
Yeah.
they leave school,
Yeah.
straight into
Straight
marketplace,
into, yes.
you know, and
Yes.
and they're doing every day, Monday
Yes.
to Friday, and then on Saturday they go out with the parents,
Yes.
eat more shit,
Yes.
and I mean that's what happened. I mean,
Yes.
kids, what are the risks? I mean, if we have an obesity crisis, we already have it for adults. If kids obviously are
What are you
deep
talking
into
about?
these
Like, over a
things-
quarter of the kids are having weight issues. That's fucking massive. Statistics show that kids who actually have weight, if you have weight issues as a kid, 80, 90%, 90% of those kids
it goes
end
with
up
the-
being obese, and no, end
Yeah.
up being obese adults.
Yeah, I mean,
Like, it's fucking
we've seen that so
crazy.
many times as well. Like, I mean, when and I'm not this kind of person, by the way. Let's make it clear. Like, when I look at people, I look at the people, and I'm like, well, it's the whole family of fat souls. But you look at it like when you see the father is obese, the mother is
Yes.
obese, the kids are obese.
Yes.
Because it just like flows.
Yes.
And again, people who are actually like out of shape or overweight, it could be different reasons, but a big reason is one, psychological, number two is nutritional habits. That's what it boils down to. And obviously they have like psychological triggers which are going to lead them to eat more crap. Again, we talked about the question of poor money management and all these kind of things.
Yes.
We talk about like
That's a big issue, man. That's the main issue.
I think when it comes to financial education, like I mean, we are well educated. We're educated to a pretty high level.
Yes.
You know, and it's a very high level, dude. Got a fucking masters. Man.
Okay.
Let's
No,
fuck
I
it.
was saying PT level, that's why I was laughing.
Not personal trainer level, by the way. People, not fucking personal trainers. I'm talking masters level. Okay, personal trainers are down there.
Yes.
But when you think about it, like the whole financial thing,
Yes.
like it. Do you know why we became so financially acute? It's because we are self-employed.
Yes.
Because most people get their pay on a Friday. Because I've been there, dude. When I
And
was
they
working
spend half of it in the fucking pub
on a
with beer
Friday,
and cigarettes.
yeah, on a Friday, on Saturday Friday night we go to the club.
Yeah.
Saturday there's the football, we go to the pub again, watch the footy. Saturday night we out. Sunday you're chilling a little bit. Monday you look at your pay like what the fuck? Just,
Let me survive until
you know what I mean?
the wage
And then you start
comes
going
in
to the
again.
overdraft and everything. And that's a big thing with financial education is big. I mean,
Come
it
on.
goes up
There's
to-
shitload of people who work, work for somebody else, and they're very well financially educated.
I know some people who are making like over 50, 60 grand.
And those
Even-
are the ones
even
who are the
70
best
grand.
fucking financially educated. You see, that's the funny part.
But
The more money you make, more educated you are when it comes.
look at my friends.
Less
man.
you want to spend it.
Yeah, look at my friend.
He's a cheap bastard.
Yeah, he's cheap, man.
He's a cheap bastard. He allows himself here and then a little bit. But if you weigh it like with the money that he's actually making,
He's cheap as
it's cheap as fuck. Somebody who makes less than a quarter than what he makes, they live a way more lavish lifestyle than he does.
Yeah, that's
Like,
true.
that shit is crazy.
Yeah, he's
it's
cheap,
mental.
man. This guy is making some serious moolah.
Yes.
And he's seriously like a cheap bastard.
Yes.
Like, I'm like, dude, man, I need to pray for
Yes, and I was going to watch our live and be like, yo, people, is that how you talk about me behind my back? And I'm like, no, this time we're saying it to your face.
I always tell him that anyway, so he knows that I'm
Me
not
too,
bad mouthing him.
Are we bad friends? I don't think. Anyway.
We're not friends anyway. I think we're going to wrap this up. I think this
I
is
love
pretty
this topic.
interesting.
I fucking love this topic.
I know,
No, I
because
love
you've been
it.
screaming in
It's
my
just-
ears
it's-
for literally
no, because
35
it's
minutes.
so personal and it's just like, you know, what we do now and what we teach our kids and the way we educate ourselves in order to like educate them better. That's going to define the next fucking generation or the next 2 generations, and that depends where we're going to go. Okay, like look at the mental illnesses these days. Like
Yeah, that's another
that
one
shit
as
is
well,
going up. Like it's increasing by the day. The
Yeah.
reason why people kill themselves is like 90% of the time is fucking depression.
Yeah, they are.
And you ask them,
People are-
dude,
are
why
disabled.
were you depressed? Because I was bullied my whole life because I was fat.
Yeah.
Like,
oh
this
yeah,
shit
yeah.
is serious.
That's another thing as well. That could be a huge consequence when it
Yeah,
comes
like-
to child obesity.
Like that's
But
what I'm talking about. It's not just about the way you look.
Yeah.
It's about your well-being, your mental well-being, like what you're going to achieve in life, the confidence you have to go at life and just fuck it in the ass, like. You know,
Whoa!
just go
Why
out
you getting
there.
excited
Like,
like that,
go
man?
fucking out there. Like, but no, because you fought from like young age, you're being bullied, you're being pushed, you closing, you know, your feelings, your emotions, and then what are you going to do? You're not gonna go for a great job because you know you don't deserve it. You feel like you don't deserve it.
Yeah.
You're not going to get in a good relationship because you don't deserve a good man or a good woman because you are not worthy. Because you are obese.
Talking about
and
that,
so forth.
that's what happened with the fat souls. I mean, the ladies.
Yes.
Like, I know again, not from experience, because my good friend is a specialized in this. He's specialized in this department. And it's feel like even like ladies who actually look good.
Yes.
Or like look at your case for example.
Yes.
I mean, you got in shape and everything. You look good. I mean, you lost all that 90 pounds and
Yes.
all that kind of fine, all these kind of things. But it's always that self-confidence,
Yes.
feeling self-conscious, because again, as a kid, you were obese,
Yes.
which really shows like the dangers of this whole child
Yes.
obesity thing.
Yes, it
I
will
mean,
stay with you forever.
kids will get
forever.
depressed, they'll get bullied.
Yes.
If you're a woman, you will never get self-confidence in your life again. There is a very high chance you won't get self-confidence at all. And that's
And-
why they end up and they make guys miserable in relationships. They end up fucking checking your phone,
It's not
following you up everywhere.
Shut up.
Doing all this kind of bullshit.
Shut up. If you have no self-confidence and if you have no self-esteem and if you don't believe that you are worthy as a grown-up, okay,
Yeah.
what you're going to do, you're going to stay in that lower income bracket because you're not going to go for anything great in your life.
Yeah.
And then more and more people are going to be poor or have low incomes, and then more and more people are going to get fat if we apply this principle that if you don't make enough money, you get fat.
Yeah.
And you can see how it's a never-ending fucking
It's a
cycle, whatever
never-ending
you call it.
cycle, man.
So if you want to take the view of, oh, I don't make enough money, you know, I'm going to be fat forever, that's all I afford. One, I call it bullshit, and two, I'm telling you that you're going to destroy your next fucking generations. Like, you're going to destroy everybody. Your kid, your grandkid, and okay, blah, 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 whatever. I'm not very good with relatives and so forth. Great-grandchild, and like, everybody's going to get fucked up in this situation. That's all I'm going to say.
Guys, especially parents, man. That's why we're doing this show every Thursday. Child obesity is real. And we as parents need to do something about it.
Yes.
We need to step up. We need to
Yes.
lead by example. We need to be financially
Yes.
educated.
Yes.
We need to be educated when it comes to our own health, our own
Yes.
fitness, what we're doing.
Yes.
We need to lead by example.
And
Because
stop
you don't
fucking
know.
feeling sorry for yourself.
Jesus Christ. I'm trying to do it properly. I'm trying to be a pro here.
I'm sorry, I've been.
Dude, it's always a headache having you on this podcast. I'm going to kick you out, seriously. You see the technical things happening here?
You cannot exist without me, my
Oh
love.
my God. Okay, shut up. Now you stop me in my track.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna feed you junk food from now on.
Nah, it's okay.
So you die.
So genuinely, like, I genuinely believe, like, it's down to us as parents to step it up. I want to wrap it up, unless you have something to say. You talk a
Well,
lot.
I'm trying to talk, but then you keep interrupting me. You're like, hey, we're cutting this. It's finishing here. I think we should do a second part to this topic. I'm not done talking about this. We should do a second
go.
part to this topic.
Keep
Not
talking.
now. Like we stop it now. Let
Yeah.
people digest the information. Let them send me mean messages back and be like, "Yo, you the one who
And
talk
you know
too
what?
much."
People who actually like get offended by those things are the one who actually in those situations.
You know what? You don't
So
get
many.
offended by shit unless you know it's true.
And then unless you know it's true, unless you know it's talking
Like-
about you, because I know some people like the keyboard's warrior gonna be like,
Yes.
no, I don't feel in this bracket at all.
Yes.
Like I know some people who
Yes.
are rich
I'm
and obese.
fat by choice.
Yeah, those ones. Or I know some mothers who are overweight, but
Yes.
they can actually do a lot of things.
Yes.
Dude, it's okay. You know, like
Yes.
if you are in this situation, that's fine.
Yes.
What we're saying here is we're talking about child obesity. Like if your kid is starting to pick up this thing,
Yes.
he's going to grow up, get bullied.
Yes.
He's going to have a life where he's got zero self-confidence.
Yes.
He's not going to go for anything in his life. And seriously, like it's down to us as parents to change this shit.
Yes.
You talk a lot about this in your book, which by the way, guys, this is Steph's book here, How to Be a Fit Mom.
Give it to mama.
It's about to get published by some big houses.
Give it to mama.
So,
I teach you parenting, I teach you motherhood, I teach you womanhood, I teach you how to take care of yourself, how to take control over your life, how to apply it to your kids as well.
talk to me a bit. I mean, share with the listeners, the viewers, like the background of this book, a bit of the backstory. Not even like why you wrote it, but like how it started. Just share with them a little bit. Remember, like when you were
So, guys, how I wrote the book or what I wrote in the book?
no, not what you wrote in the book. Jesus Christ! Like how it started. Why did you want to write the book in the first place?
So I wrote the book to become a better mom and to become a better wife and lover and a better fucking woman.
Yeah.
That's why I wrote it.
Okay.
Because I was exploding with so many thoughts and with so many feelings. Because motherhood is like the toughest shit I've ever done in my life. And it seems that it's gotta be like this until I die. So
Yeah.
that shit is fucked up.
Yeah.
Based on that, there are more books to come.
Yeah.
So I just felt like I had to share my story because I've been through, through postnatal depression, and I was like, over 200 pounds, left at over 200 pounds after having my son, and I just realized that like moms are supposed, like society is like, it's okay to be fat, it's okay to be unhappy, it's okay to be depressed, it's okay to kill your fucking inner woman
That's
the
true.
moment you
'Cause
become a mom.
you go out there, you tell anybody like, I'm sad, I'm depressed. Everybody's like, oh, come here, I'll give you a hug.
come, honey,
It's okay,
come.
Johnny. You tell them I'm happy, I'm proud, and I'm strong. They'll be like, what the fuck is wrong with this piece?
Bitch, I bet you have money and somebody else is doing everything else for you.
Yeah, exactly. Like, why are you so cocky? I'm like, what's wrong with you? What's wrong
Yeah,
with this one?
and so that's why I wrote it. I wrote it to help you moms to, be confident again and look good and just, exist as a woman and have good sex and have a good life and just fucking enjoy yourself. Enjoy, looking at your body and feeling your body and loving yourself.
I was still shocked when you gave me that stat of like most of those women who are getting dick on you once in a year. Like,
Yes, now on your anniversary, and that's it.
and I'm like,
And that's
holy
if you're lucky.
shit, man.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. That's mental. Like, you don't have sex. Like, 364 fucking days per year, you don't have sex. That's crazy. And yeah, I shared in this book on, when I had a depression that I had no sex drive whatsoever, and then, adjusting to like having Junior around, there was like no desire whatsoever for fucking sex. I mean, I just pushed the
can vouch
baby.
for
My
that.
vagina was like as big as a fucking bucket. Why would you
Dude,
have
I'll
any
have
kind
to
of
get this shit
desire?
off. Like, what the
Why? But
fuck
it's
is wrong with
true.
you?
Well,
man?
that's what it means, pushing the baby. Like, look at the fucking melon and think that shit going through your asshole, eh? Like,
What the
that shit is not easy. Anyway, yeah, so that's my point. Like,
Guys.
why would you have sex in that condition?
Okay.
And then I share with them here in the book how to actually overcome those things
Yeah, because it's
and
not
get
easy.
some dick in their lives.
Yeah, they need that shit.
Yes, now. It's not
So
bad.
guys, yeah.
Are you ashamed to talk about sex?
No,
Let's
I'm
do
not.
next show talking about sex.
I think that's what we're gonna be talking about next show. I think that's gonna be very interesting. Like, plus you're burning a lot of calories. I mean, if you're getting dick
But-
every day, you better some calories. You know what? We should do a challenge.
We should.
The 72 hours sex challenge. Like, couples should have sex every day for 3 days. I know
What,
people
3
can-
days, man? At least
You know-
7 to 10.
Okay.